Godzilla vs. Kong is coming out later this year. We have the official release date. But first, let me know down below, is Godzilla going to win or is King Kong going to win? So if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the pop culture based video. At the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away a PS4 Pro, an Xbox One X or a Switch. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel so we get there faster. So we have an official plot synopsis for this movie. So let's get into it. In a time when monsters walk the earth, humanity fights for its future, sets Godzilla and Kong on a collision course that will see the two most powerful forces of nature on the planet collide in a spectacular battle of the ages as Monarch embarks on a perilous mission into uncharted territory and unearth clues to the Titan's origin. A human conspiracy threatens to wipe these creatures, both good and bad, from the face of the earth forever. Now this sounds absolutely fantastic. Now this movie is going to be released by Warner Bros. Pictures and by Legendary Pictures. Godzilla vs. King Kong, Kong himself, November the 20th, 2020. That is the official release date. This information came out a few days ago, so I am very much looking forward to seeing more of King Kong. Seeing as on King of the Monsters, we didn't really get to see any of Kong. So I've recently re-watched this movie, and where was Kong? Now, I know a lot of people have probably covered this subject before, but I did a bit of digging after I've recently re-watched it, and they have revealed a bunch of information of why Kong didn't actually answer the call to the mega juggernaut after he thought Godzilla was taken out. So then King Ghidorah thought he was the king of the monster universe. Why didn't Kong answer the call to do his bidding for him after he thought Godzilla was killed? But we've all watched this movie and we know that isn't true. So there is a novel out for Godzilla King of the Monster which literally answers this, and it reveals Kong's relationship to all the other Titans and everything else to do with the monster verse. So in short, unlike the others, Kong apparently remained on Skull Island and didn't acknowledge King Ghidorah as the Alpha. Kong isn't the only monster dwelling on Skull Island though. Skull crawlers live beneath the island, so it is interesting because it seems that they're all going to run to Skull Island to try and take out King Kong himself. But in the novel, it is said this is said: he heard the call. He had heard calls before, not the enemies who killed his parents, the deep dwellers, others somehow more like him. When he was young, he did not hear them often, but in recent seasons the calls were more frequent. Once he heard one of the others near, very near the island, but it wanted nothing of him, so he didn't care. But this other wanted something, wanted him to come out to hunt together, and he heard responses, many of them. For a long time, each season was much like the next. The rain came and went. The animals of the island were born and died, and he went on as always. But something had now changed. It made him restless. It made him a little angry. Change was not good. Let them stay away from him. These others, he did not care about their places, their islands. Best they did not come for his. He felt movement in the stone beneath him, and his anger grew brighter. The deep dwellers heard the call. The crawlers with faces like bone that haunted his sleep. They were walking. The quiet was over. He scratched the itch on his ribs and began to hunt. So that is actually a direct quote from the novel, from the actual book adaptation of the movie. So it is interesting that Kong has heard calls, but he decided he didn't want anything of King Ghidorah. Is Kong really the Alpha? How does this directly set up Godzilla versus Kong? Kong is known. He's a known Titan. to everyone. He is the king. Or is he? Or is it Godzilla? So, did they just wake up these titans that we've seen? Or did they wake up even more titans that we haven't seen? As we know in the next movie, we will be getting a big fight. Godzilla versus Kong. There is a trailer that was shown at CCXP. It is a blinker, so I can't show it because Warner Bros. Are being very strict. But it is there. We know the Titans are coming. We know for some reason they are all drawn to Skull Island after King of the Hollow Earth. Maybe what sets the stage for Godzilla versus Kong following King Ghidorah's defeat and the other Titans' acceptance of Godzilla as the new alpha. The credit gives audience an idea of what happens in the aftermath of the showdown between the four Titans. One of the newspaper clippings in the credit mentions the Titans are being drawn towards Skull Island, but of course it's not specific about which Titans are on their way. It remains to be seen which Titans, who are likely traveling through the underground tunnels, arrive on Skull Island. It's possible that Godzilla is one of them. King Kong could see these new monsters as intruders on his land. If this were to happen, Skull Island could be the battleground for the next giant monster battle in Godzilla vs. Kong. Even if Godzilla isn't initially involved, this would soon change. Based on his actions, Godzilla and the king of the monsters thus far, Godzilla has been portrayed as Earth's self-appointed guardian, whose primary purpose is to preserve balance. If something on Skull Island threatens the balance, Godzilla will set course for King Kong's home. Now, this is looking pretty interesting. Now, who is going to be the next mega jugger Nonic of the Monsterverse? It might not even be Godzilla or King Kong themselves, as there has been rumblings that there is going to be a mega Godzilla, and I've probably said it wrong, but it sounds like, and it's written like it sounds like this. The theme going into Godzilla versus Kong, especially if King Kong has inspiration of being the new alpha. After all, one of the newspaper clippings purposely called out what is a king to a god. Furthermore, King Kong's species may actually have been ancient rivals of Godzilla, since cave paintings in the movie have deciphered the battle and battling it out. And with Kong so much older, stronger now than he was in Kong Skull Island, he could be seen as a worthy challenger to Godzilla in this year's up-and-coming Godzilla vs. Kong. So it's interesting that Kong heard King Ghidorah's message, but he chose to ignore it. He wasn't the only person that chose to ignore it. Like I said, guys, I'm going to be covering this movie straight throughout to it. I am new to, I guess you could say, the Monsterverse. My knowledge isn't the greatest, but like I said, guys, the great thing about being a YouTuber is you can talk about literally anything you want to talk about, and you don't have to be an expert to talk about it. So if I have said anything wrong, let me know down below, guys. I am learning. I am new to the Monsterverse, but I'm very much looking forward to the battle of the ages. It can't just be a movie about King Kong super punching Godzilla in the face, as we know from images from the trailer, from the teaser at CCXP last year in Brazil. It can't just be a 2-hour plus movie about King Kong punching Godzilla in the face. Now we know, due to the radiation that essentially brought Godzilla back, we don't know how strong Godzilla really is, because King Ghidorah thought Godzilla was dead, but he isn't. But saying that, King Kong himself will be much bigger, much greater. And I'm so much looking forward to this, guys. So hopefully you guys can get on the ride with me. I will be doing as much research about every kind of monster in this Monsterverse to do with the King Kong and Godzilla franchise throughout until this movie comes out, because I'm really fascinated by this movie. For some reason, Warner Bros. Are being very strict about what you can and cannot use. I really wish I could show you the leaked footage. Now, all you've got to do is type into YouTube, King Kong punches Godzilla leak, and you will see the video clip. I can't put it here on this channel, but it is already on YouTube. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. Check out warstu.com, it's the website, and also check out Instagram, Warstu, check out Twitter. My handles are always in the left and right corners of my videos. So, did I explain where King Kong was and why he didn't answer the call? That is literally what the adaptation of the novel for the movie said, so we've got to take it as that. I'm just very interested to find out, why are they all coming? Why are they all heading to Skull Island? So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.